Looking back to some of my earlier blogs on the internet, one of our memorable holidays was our 3 weeks journey through the Outer Hebrides. A stunning wild landscape of mountains, deserted beaches, and for us, discovering the many wild orchids that grow in these empty places. Much nearer home in Upper Wharfdale, the orchid season was at its best when we explored the old meadows on this delightful early summer's day.
With the wind blowing down this banking, you can actually smell these fragrant orchids. It's just lovely perfume. This is another orchid we've come to see, the greater butterfly orchid.
Our best find came near the end of the walk. Here in a limestone flush there must have been at least 300 northern marsh orchids all in full bloom. It's the unexpected that makes searching for orchids so rewarding. The end of June, and we are back on our travels again to the lovely Cardiganshire coast in Western Wales. More orchids again. On this walk they're common spotted, grown in the damper areas along the cliffs. It made my day when we met up with another orchid enthusiast.
Right, I'm Nigel Nicholas. I'm the coast path ranger for Ceredigion County Council. We're on the coast path here between Aberaeron and Newquay. I'm actually doing my annual coast path survey, and I just noticed walking the path, looking down this little wet flush here, these beautiful little common spotted orchids. Although they're fairly common along the coast here, they really are a delight to see.
On our way north again, we booked a few days on Anglesey. If our timing was right, we'd be rewarded by some of Anglesey's rarer orchids. Now this is a first for us, the rare June helleborine. It's fairly common in the wooded areas, but this is a rare orchid, confined to just a few sites along the coastal areas of northern England and Wales. Another rare orchid, and there were only 2.
This is an orchid we've never seen before, the lesser butterfly orchid.
And then, quite unexpectedly,
David, you're not going to believe this, what I found. I found some bee orchids. These are the best we've ever seen. There's 3 plants and several flowers.
as I mentioned earlier, Eric and Jean are also keen orchid enthusiasts, so they joined us for the day.
Got it. Bloody lovely that, David.
Growing next to the pyramidal orchid, an unusually large orchid.
Yes, this is definitely a common spotted, David, isn't it? You can see the petal, it's well toothed, although it's a very tall one for a common spotted, isn't it? Well, it doesn't look a great deal, but this is what we've come to see, the June helleborine, and it's such a slim but very, very delicate flower, but it's absolutely beautiful, it really is. Oh, that's lovely.
Early July and back into the Dales, to search for a very special orchid.
We've returned to Upper Ribblesdale and we've just found 9 frog orchids. "10, 11, 12, oh, you can go on and on.
Up at Ribblehead in the Nature Reserve, nature has been allowed to recolonise the old quarry, and rarer orchids are now becoming established. This is the Marsh Helleborine, one of my favourite orchids.
We don't see all that many of these orchids around here, but this is a pyramidal orchid.
The clints and gripes in the limestone pavement below Ingleborough can also hide some little gems. This is the fragrant orchid. Its unmistakable perfume is similar to the honeysuckle. It's the middle of August, and in the woods surrounding Gawthorpe Hall I found a small colony of broadleaf helleborines, a late flowering orchid. The last week in August, almost the end of the orchid season. We're here on the shores of Morecambe Bay, and we're here to find the latest flowering orchid in our area, the Autumn Lady Stresses. This tiny orchid, no bigger than a blade of grass, can be very easily overlooked, but on closer examination its spiral flower spike carries perfectly formed orchid flowers. By the end of August, most of the orchid flowers have set seed. On a windy day, the dust-like seeds are cast into the wind and can travel vast distances to start new colonies. It's a game of chance as to whether they survive.